There's been no one greater to impact Tai Chi in America than Master Chen Man-ching. He had a school up in New York, and he had a student, Robert W. Smith, here in Washington, D.C. metro area. Robert W. Smith wrote several books with Chen Man-ching, and Robert W. Smith had many students in the area. He taught at a YMCA in the Bethesda area, where many students came from afar to learn from him. We're going to talk about the impact that they had on the East Coast, Virginia Beach, Richmond, and the Washington, D.C. area. Here's the book that Robert W. Smith and Chen Man-ching wrote. So Robert W. Smith taught in Bethesda at a YMCA. Again, many people came. Robert's known for saying that more people want to be teachers of Tai Chi than to learn Tai Chi. Here's some pictures from Fleming Park, where he also taught, in his neighborhood where he lived. Let's go ahead and read those off for you. Love, relax, work, and laugh. Robert W. Smith, beloved Tai Chi, Bagua, and Xingyi teacher, wisdom leavened with love. Warren Connor was one of Robert W. Smith's senior students, and he taught in a park in McLean and at a Catholic church throughout the year, teaching a free class on Saturdays. They did the first third of the Yang short form about a dozen times, took a break where people normally did some push hands, and then they did the whole 37 Yang short form one time at the end. It was a good full hour of Tai Chi goodness. Julian Chu had a free class on Sundays, originally in Carter Rock and then eventually at the Tai Chi Park of David Chen. He taught a warm-up, Zhanzhuan, standing. We did the Yang short form 2 times, the saber form 1 time, the straight sword 1 time, and staff, along with lots of push hands. There was no shortage of push hands at some of these group gatherings. As you can see in these pictures, there was plenty of people to push hands with. David Chen of Wu Wei Tai Chi taught in Cabinjan Park and passed away. His wife, Joanne Chen, and a group of people created America's first Tai Chi park in Cabinjan Park. So they teach there, and it's a very peaceful place to go and practice. Throughout the parks are David's quotes. We practice Tai Chi to be a better version of me, not better than you. The toughest opponent in push hands is our own ego. The ability to evaluate oneself is the beginning of lifelong improvements. For a beginner, Tai Chi is a workout. For a practitioner, Tai Chi is a discipline. For a master of Tai Chi is a way of living. And they are all the same Tai Chi. There are quotes like this all throughout the park. So I will share links to the Wu Wei Tai Chi group and some other ones in the links below. Capitol Hill Tai Chi chiropractor Dr. David Walls Kaufman taught at Lincoln Park down in D.C. behind the Capitol building. And he was a Ben Low disciple. The first hour was doing the 37 Yang short form a few times, lots of standing in Wu Ji, ward off left, ward off right, lift hands, and Pi, and then another hour of push hands. I'll put his link down below. Stephen Goodson, who was a student of Robert Smith and Ben Low and everyone else, also teaches in the area. He's a very good practitioner, strong on teaching Da Lu, push hands, Tifeng, and his Fair Trade Tai Chi group is in the Washington, D.C. area, where they practice, again, the push hands, form, and all the curriculum that was taught. Down in Richmond, Virginia, when I went to VCU, my sister told me there was a guy teaching Tai Chi in the park, and it was Wilson Pittz, who used to travel up and do privates with Robert W. Smith. He's taught in the park for about 45 years now. Wilson was the director of the Tao Experience Foundation and had a journal that shared diet, qigong, Tai Chi, all kinds of tidbits. And Wilson also taught fighters for the Lei Tai. He was very passionate about Tai Chi and sharing it with people. So we had lots of training in his one-room schoolhouse where we worked on all kinds of applications, whether it was boxing or bagua, xingyi, Tai Chi, preparing for Lei Tai. And it was through Wilson that I was introduced to Amy, my first acupuncturist, who was a mentor for me into becoming an acupuncturist. Wilson was definitely no joke, and I was so glad that my early foundation started with someone who knew how to fight. Down in Virginia Beach was Tidewater Tai Chi at Edgar Casey's Heritage Store. That's where I met Larry Mann, who is with the mustache squatted down, and Al Limereau, who's standing up, the man with the mustache in the middle. Both of them taught the Chen Man-ching form, the Yang short form, and Larry would bring Ben Low to Tidewater Tai Chi every year. So I had my first seminar with a Chinese master, and it happened to be Ben Low. So Ben Low used to teach at the firehouse on Shore Drive. And thank you for watching. Here's me doing a small section of the Yang short form. We hope you enjoyed this. Jayo.